Hurry up, we've got visitors. Lots of them.
Welcome back, this is Hampooch, and this is the final episode. We will be finishing the game. And here I just wanted to show off something I've never really noticed before. I've never really seen Val actually crawl up on there and disarm, or arm the bomb, I should say. I never knew she had all those little animations. Basically because you'll never see them if you play this game. Because you're busy doing this. You generally won't be back there looking at Val. That was some crazy physics.
How's it going?
So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. I never seen Val crawl up there and slide that arming mechanism thing in the bomb. So I just thought I'd show it off a little bit. So this is the final episode. We will be finishing the game this time. I was debating whether or not to split it up, but there really wasn't enough actual content to make it, well, to justify having two more videos. So this one is just a little bit longer, but I think that's fine. I was actually kicking quite a bit of ass in this section here. I was getting a lot of really nice headshots, and I was just taking names. It was not too bad, not too shabby. And since this is the final episode, I tried to minimize the amount of fast forwarding. There's still a bit, but nowhere near as much as there was in the last episodes. I figured we might as well go out with a bang instead of a whimper, or a chipmunk whimper.
It's getting thick out here, Val. You better step on it.
No, it isn't, Jack. You're such a whiner. I do really like this section, this fight area quite a bit. I did not mean to throw a smoke grenade. God, they're useless. I might be pretty unfair to the smoke grenades. I really just never use them. I mean, maybe they do break up a line of sight.
The detonator is set. Careful, Jack.
Now get the hell out of here.
Maybe they do break up line of sight. I just never have a purpose to use them. Much rather use flashbangs. And apparently I blinded Val too. I didn't know you could do that, and it was a bit of an accident, but whatever. Sorry, Val. You got in the way. So we're done here, and damn, look at all these guys. There's just a literal pile of men there. Let's go back here and get some armor, refill some ammunition, but there's just way too much for me to ever take.
What was that?
And here we get into a little cubicle area, where I made one fatal flaw. The first mercenary I shot to the, well, this guy that I shot, he had a buddy with him, and I forgot about that, and the buddy just went off somewhere and hid, so I completely missed him.
See something?
So I was doing really well, without even knowing there's just a mercenary somewhere hidden around behind me. And then he just comes up and bites me in the ass, quite literally. I'll agree with you there, Val. They are pretty damn good. Those fucking scientists are dead accurate. So I decided to grab a P90 from one of the scientists, because I love it. And I find it very handy here. I find it very handy for the rest of the game, but oddly enough, they don't give you more ammunition for this gun, or the MP5, since they both use the same ammunition. They just decide you're not going to use it, I guess. I don't know, I find that really odd, because as you'll see, there's some rooms with everything except ammunition for these guns. Very strange.
look into the future. Nature has failed mankind. Mere humans like you are about to be obsolete. I've only taken a few thousand years of evolution and put it into a test tube. Survival of the fittest. Good luck.
Thanks.
Huh. Well,
What happened? Where am I?
that was some weird voice acting on Jack's part. And yeah, we got kicked out of a helicopter. Again. That is the second time. Only this time it wasn't from a beautiful lady, and it wasn't in the face. I have no idea how they knew Jack would survive. I mean, I guess they didn't. But the fact that Jack did survive a fall from a helicopter, pretty remarkable. And then they threw him a gun just in case he did survive, to give him a fighting chance, I guess. That's kind of stupid. And very Bond villain-ish. Anyways, this level, very pretty from up here at least. From here on out to the end of the game, a lot of people find this is justifiably the hardest bit of the game from here till the end.
I have got to get out of here.
And a lot of people really dislike it, especially right here, because they strip you down, they disarm you. You literally have nothing. You got 10 shots with your assault rifle, and that's it.
What happened? Where am I?
That's enough to kill this one Trigen, and that's pretty much it. But you don't have to kill him. You can just run past. It's a bad idea to jump, though, as I just did. Just fall, because jumping eats up a ton of stamina. And so does staying underwater here.
I have got to get out of here.
So this area looks a lot more intimidating than it actually is, because the developers knew this would be bullshit. So they pussified quite a few of the Trigen. They made them easier to kill, and they disarmed a lot of them. As you saw, those big, or God, I keep calling them big boys. The fat boys right here don't have rocket launchers. And that was just unlucky. I don't know where that one Trigen came from. He's not really supposed to come down here and kill you instantly. So this is a lot easier than it looks. Just save your ammunition. You only gotta kill like 1 or 2. So yeah, they made them super easy to kill.
That must be the way out. Oh, at last.
I couldn't get to the radio, Jack. Are you okay?
Well, I'm lost on a jungle island infested with mutants, but other than that, I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, I get the idea, wise ass. But at least you're alive. Jack, you have to get out of that area right now. The best way out is straight through the fortified walls. The good news is that it's not far from where you're standing.
What's the bad news? And in case you didn't catch it in that cutscene, I will show off something very odd that I found when I was editing this video. A couple little things. This section also deceptively tough, but it's really not that bad. And here, 2 frames of Jack's double. And what the fuck is that? Just a disembodied arm. So weird. So anyways, as I was saying, this section is really not that bad. God, that turret is amazingly loud, sped up. So we clear this little area. time, the guy up top, he's not there. He's dead. And instead, great. Fucking run away. And I make it. Sweet.
Doyle, my armor's turning green.
Sounds like you caught the bug.
I thought I took the antidote.
The antidote should have been able to handle it, but a containment leak could have saturated the air with mutagen. That's what happened to Krieger.
Krieger's infected?
He developed an agent to keep it from spreading. He's still on the treatment. I'm sure he's got it with him.
I'll see if I can talk him into a sample.
Ask nicely. I wouldn't say he's completely human.
Oh man. We're infected. Krieger's infected. Oh Jesus, these fat boys made it over here. And that cutscene wasn't a save point. God damn it. Well, we did that again. Here I'm just showing off some neat little rockets, I guess. So yeah, this room, there's a couple more of these little all-inclusive refill everything in the game. Except for the P90 and the MP5. Their ammunition isn't in these rooms. I don't know why. And this was just bizarre. I don't know what this was. This was just some dumb little texture that I found that was like transparent and invisible. And it's like a little pyramid of dirt. Just found that by accident. I don't know what the hell it is. So I get rid of the shotgun because I don't really need it. There's a few indoor close fights, but otherwise it's not that important anymore.
Jack, you're heading for Krieger's central offices. They are located on the edge of the volcano. Looks like he's been keeping it from erupting by using some sort of massive stabilizer. That's where you'll find him, and Val, hopefully.
It's time to end this.
I'm on my way there as well. Don't worry, this is almost over, my friend.
How cliche can you get? Seriously. Jack said it himself. It's like some kind of bad spy movie. And Krieger's Fortress of Doom is inside an active volcano. Give me a fucking break. It is pretty cool visually, though. I do like this level a lot. And this, I would say this part here, is what most people generally consider the hardest in the game, and a lot of people consider it pretty much impossible and bullshit. I'll say it's tough, but I would not say it's impossible, and I wouldn't say it's that hard, to be honest. To do it, well, there's a few ways you can do this. Trying to take the Jeep the whole way, I would say, is next to impossible. But that's the problem. People just try and take the Jeep, and don't take the Jeep all the way, and your problems are solved. Because it's just a bigger target for rockets, and easy to fall in the lava. This did take quite a few attempts, but most of it were my mess-ups. It's hard to know where you're going. The perspective is just, it's really hard to know what's coming up. Like there. So it's pretty much a trial and error. You just gotta know the path that you're gonna take, and you just gotta know when to jump off the Jeep, too. There we go, falling under the world. Great. So I'll say this part's hard, but it's not frustratingly hard for me, because I knew what I had to do, and most of the time I messed up was my fault. Or I just didn't know where to go, which I would say is also my fault. So, really not that bad. Actually got really lucky here. I was almost certain that these stupid mercenaries were gonna kill me, but the other one was distracted, trying to shoot a fat boy, so I survived.
Krieger's offices should be near you. I've just docked, and I'm making my way up there now.
I'll see you there, Doyle.
You can count on it.
Sounded kind of sinister. Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing. So we just hit a checkpoint at this little comm tower satellite. I'm not sure what this little building is, but we hit a checkpoint here, so it's okay if we die. And we will die. I find this section pretty easy. I just kept getting unlucky with that one stupid rocket guy. It's tedious because I have no more sniper ammo. I used it on clearing a few of these, so I just have to clear a lot of the rest of it with... God, I don't even know what the gun's called. Just that assault rifle with a good scope, but it's not a sniper rifle, so it's not that good. There's a little truckload of mercenaries fighting, I'm assuming, some stupid melee trigen that can't get on the truck. But one rocket takes care of that. I love those big statues of Krieger. So friendly. I go back to look for the shotgun that I dropped. I think that was a shotgun that I dropped when I picked up the sniper rifle, but I couldn't find it. I think it might have poofed. Disappeared when I died and had to reload. So this area is all cleared out. There's nothing left over here. Just another room full of loot and goodies. But again, no MP5 or P90 rounds in here for some reason. I don't know if the developers just thought you wouldn't use that gun anymore or what, but they put the gun on a few scientists and stuff, so... I don't know why they'd just not give you ammo for it. It is one of my favorites. Welp. We are in Krieger's Palace of Solitude. Built in a volcano that's active. Somehow he's stabilizing it. I don't really get it. But coming up, this room, really tough. Really tough. Took me quite a few attempts to do this room. You will see why in just a second.
You see something?
I would say a lot of it has to do with the stupid holograms. As silly as that sounds. You can't see through them, like here. It is really tough to see through them. But the enemies can see just fine. And yeah. I think there's 2 or 3 of those rocket guys, and that's why this room is so tough, because they are so quick. Fastest rocket in the West. Just as soon as they see you. And look how quick this goes. You barely even see them, and they just launch a rocket or two right at you. Unreal. I slowed that one down a bit, just to see, and damn, as soon as that guy came into my view, he just launched a rocket dead ahead, right at me. So here's how I win. I've cleared this area before without using rockets, but I was getting tired of it. And I know there's more rockets up ahead, it's not like I need them. So many mercenaries in here. I'll go around and loot a bit, get some more armor. None of it's necessary, but I do it anyways because I'm silly.
You all right?
Do I look all right?
I wouldn't worry about it, my dear. You won't live long enough to see what happens next.
Damn, Krieger. You ugly. So this fight, also not nearly as bad as it looks. All you have to do is kill Krieger. If you can completely ignore the mercenaries in here. The first time I did this on Realistic, I killed Krieger within like 10 seconds or so. I didn't kill any of the mercenaries. I'm not sure how I did it. I think I got like all headshots or something. I must have gotten extremely lucky. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just kill Krieger.
Where's the antidote?
Who infected you?
We entered a toxic area.
The mutagen can only be administered through subdermal injection. I wish I could take credit, but I had no time to prepare the serum. Oh, you should turn out to be a beautiful specimen. Give it another hour. Much less for her.
The old man was always one for melodrama. Too bad he had no head for business.
Doyle, you wouldn't.
Of course I would. Working for the government taught me that where there's a weapon, there's money to be made.
Why didn't you just kill Krieger yourself?
The Trigens are fiercely loyal, and you just killed their father. I'd love to see how they take the news, but I've got a super mutagen to sell.
Doyle, unless you give us the antidote, you're not leaving this island alive. Now, I know you won't believe me until I've got a gun pointed at your head, but it's true.
Sorry, Jack, I'm gonna need it. Forgive me if I don't shake your hand.
I'm coming for you, buddy.
That was probably the dumbest line in the game. I know you won't believe me until I've got a gun pointed at your head. Oh, that was terrible. So it spawns us in the elevator when we're done. Any mercenaries we left alive will still be in this room alive. And there is Krieger. Kinda sucks, I wanted to get a good view at him, but when he died, a mercenary had thrown a grenade, so he got blown over into a plant. So we go back to the elevator. And we go up. It's pretty confusing, actually, because it spawns you in the elevator, and you can just leave the elevator and open the door and go back out. You don't realize you actually have to click the elevator that you spawn in. Not sure why, but I don't know why they do that. Seems like a kind of dumb thing to do. So here we go! This is the last little ammo cache and everything cache in the game. Sure looks like a boss is coming up. I really don't know why they put so many med packs and so many vests and everything in here. You can only carry one, and one med pack heals you to full. And I guess it's cool, it's an armory, but come on now, that's just silly. Here's my weapon loadout. I will be switching something out. And again, there is no ammo for the P90. Goddamn. I take a look at that lovely machine gun, which I dislike, but I will be using it shortly enough. Well, if this don't look like a boss arena... Oh god. Yeah. That big guy's pretty close, so if you're not prone, he hears you pretty quick. This time I was a little more prepared for him, but I kind of freaked out and switched to the wrong weapon. So I killed him this time, but he did kind of kick my ass. And so I know roughly from my last playthrough, however many months ago it was, where the soldier ones are, which I need to kill pretty quick, but surprise, another fat boy. Daddy's got the machine gun. There was a lot of waiting in between these fat boys. It's because they're not all close to each other. They're quite far down below, and they just all walk up slowly. That one died so easily because he kept shooting himself with his own rockets against the floor or the wall or something. So we're just about done clearing out this final area. There are no more fat boys. There's only a couple more soldiers hopping around like stupid bunnies. And again, all I've cut out here is just waiting. Just looking for the enemies and just waiting around, hoping I don't die. So this little arena looks quite neat. I find it very end bossy. In retrospect, it kind of reminds me a lot of Borderlands 2, the end area for that. Sort of. Less magma. So I guess this is the active volcano that Krieger decided to build his fortress in somehow, and somehow stabilize it. I don't get it. So this elevator is where we're heading. Unfortunately, it's not turned on right now. We can't hit the button. So your first time playing this game, you will probably be very confused here. You will clear this area out. There's no mini-map marker. And holy shit. Fucking run away. I completely forgot there were two fat boys in here. And I'm freaking out right now because I do not want to die and do this over again. Thank God I have the machine gun. I may have vilified you, machine gun, but I do love you now. Somehow I survived this. Again, I have no pixels of health, but I still survived. Great. I'm not complaining, though. So you see that sign above this little archway? It said elevator control, and then you hit that keypad. You would think that would open the door that it's right beside, but no. It turns on the elevator over here. Really poorly designed. Come on, developers, get your shit together. This was just a dumb decision. It's not made clear that it turns on that elevator, so you have no fucking idea what that keypad does. And it's easy to just miss that elevator, too. Anyways. So here we go. Coming up on the final stretch. And this final stretch is actually pretty tricky.
You're quite the resourceful one, aren't you?
There's a lot of mercenaries up in here. And a lot of them have rocket launchers. And they're not afraid to use it point blank. So cue a ton of deaths. This actually killed me more than clearing out this whole arena area. They are just so precise with these rockets. And you're so slow when you're wielding a rocket launcher. I didn't have time to move away. Man, these guys are assholes. Yep. I like this one.
You're quite the
Fucking grenade. Oh boy. These mercenaries give no fucks. So here we go. That's enough digging around. Really one of the best ways to go about clearing this little final area is just go head on. Just go nuts with a machine gun.
Noise?
Sneak, sneak.
Found ya! Your mom!
No, please. You don't understand. They sent me. They're always watching. You can't change this. You can't change the future.
Probably not, but I can make sure you're not a part of it. Stupid bastard.
Welp, that's the game. There is no end final boss. Jack, our hero protagonist, murders an unarmed civilian in cold blood. And he saves the day and cures Val and him of their mutant diabetes, or whatever it is. Yep, I find this ending pretty disappointing. It's very lackluster. But I think the game all around was extremely good, a lot of fun. It had its flaws, it had a lot of issues. I think I pointed out quite a few of them. But, you know, all around it was a very revolutionary game for its time, a very good game. And I do appreciate what the developers did. I think they did a good job overall. So I will see you guys next time in whatever I decide to LP next, if I do. I'm pretty sure I will, because I had quite a lot of fun and I learned quite a bit. I think I improved drastically from my first really few shitty videos. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate all of you that did. See you next time.